Earlier today, Donald Trump had a House guest. It was the newly elected Prime Minister of Canada, Prime Minister Carney, and it's a really interesting situation. Carney's got to go in there and be strong for his country, and not take any guff from Donald Trump, but also not piss off the man-child. So watching that happen was pretty interesting. Carney Donald Trump brought up, one of the reporters in the room, I couldn't tell who it was, asked, about Donald Trump always making a joke about Canada being the 51st state. And Carney, he played it really cool. I will give him credit for it. He played it very cool. He said that, the Canadian people are very proud and that, that's his boss. The Canadian people are his boss. And there are some things that are just not for sale. Now, telling that to a real estate agent or a corrupt billionaire, it doesn't compute in Donald Trump's brain. What? Everything is for sale. I just buy it. Ask Elon Musk. He bought everything. He bought Tesla. He bought he bought Twitter. He buys onto everything. Donald Trump, same mentality. I can buy whatever I want. I'll just push my way into it and just own it. And Carney is not having it. And even Donald Trump's like, I'm not saying that they should or not. I mean, honestly, I think that they should. But, he is a prime minister and, never say never. And then Carney looks at him and goes, never, 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 never. So I really appreciate him doing that, which, like I said, it's a tightrope because you've got to be strong, but not strong enough to piss off the man-child. And honestly, what this really boils down to is Donald Trump, he's got the USMCA trade deal with Canada and Mexico. And it was his deal, which he forgets that it was his deal, bitching and complaining about the deal's not very good. We're getting screwed, folks. We're getting screwed. Canada needs to step up. Meanwhile, they buy so much oil from us. Our auto industrial sector is completely intertwined. Pieces and parts of cars go back and forth across the border to get put into the finished product of an automobile. And Mexico too. Let's not forget Mexico. But it is like this symbiotic relationship that we have that Donald Trump doesn't seem to understand. And, he kind of complained a little bit about, Canada not having enough military, because why are we always doing the defending? Honey, who's attacking North America? Really? Who's attacking North America? Nobody. Nobody's attacking Mexico, Canada, or us. I mean, one of the reasons why we managed to make it through the World War II unscathed is because we're on the other side of the pond. Britain was taking strays and fucking blitzkrieg all day, every day, because they're right across the water from Germany. Meanwhile, we're way over here. Now, of course, I don't want to get into Pearl Harbor. We did get attacked in Pearl Harbor, but to scream and yell about Canada and Mexico not having enough military, what he really wants is he wants Canada and Mexico to buy military shipments from us, because that's the only thing America makes anymore is weapons of war that we want to sell across the planet. Yeah, man, that sounds like a great idea. I'm stopping World War III by arming everybody to the fucking teeth. Genius. But he also complained about, the other guy, your predecessor. I really wasn't a fan of him. I did not like the things that he did. Well, we all know the things that he did. We know the one thing that he did. It's that Trudeau, the former prime minister, was good looking. And both his daughter, Ivanka, who Trump is secretly in love with, and his wife, Melania, they kind of dug him. I mean, look, whatever you've got to say about Trudeau's policies, and he was pretty much a center left, mostly centrist kind of guy, except that they have, Medicare for all in their country. But, whatever you got to say about his politics, Trudeau is a good looking dude. He's got great eyes. He's got a nice face. Donald Trump has neither of those things. He's also very tall, taller than Trump. So and you've all seen the pictures of Ivanka and Melania both gazing longingly. The last time I saw a picture of Trudeau and Melania, Melania was looking up at him with the look on her face like, please take me out of this place. I hate it here. I would love to come to Canada with you. And watching the look on Jared Kushner's face while Ivanka Trump hugged Trudeau at the very beginning of his first term, looking at Jared Kushner's face going, it's like, dude, you are a life-size man doll. And Justin Trudeau is a handsome-looking dude. Yeah, of course your wife's going to look. But ultimately, that's what the problem was. But I am really glad to see that Mark Carney, managed to keep it civil and stay strong, but not piss off Trump. And I can just see Trump now. I'm looking at this guy, Carney. He's not very hot. There's no way my wife's going to be looking at this one. So you're okay with me, buddy. Anyway, good on you, Carney. Keep up the good work. Don't take any shit from the orange tater tot, dictator tot. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, please like and subscribe. Keep rocking.